We are restarting from scratch. Hello, everybody. My name is Ahmed, and I'm a code guy. I'm a programming guy. I'm an AI guy. I'm everything. And currently, I've been working on a project that is called SAT Prep. And you guessed it right. It is a website for SAT preparation. It will be available completely for free and open source on my GitHub once it is available, actually. So the website actually will look exactly like the official Bluebook app or the official, digital SAT. It will be adaptive, so your module 2 of each section, either reading and writing or math section, will adapt according to your score on module 1. That is the one of the new things that they have introduced to the digital SAT questions, and that most of the third party uh, premium websites lack. They don't have adaptive testing capability, but our website and our practice tests will have that ability, fortunately. So the website is just like I said, it is going to be an exact replica of the official Bluebook app. It's going to have approximately 30 practice tests, 30 adaptive practice tests, and the only difference is that the questions are going to be AI generated. So before you start judging me, the questions will be AI generated, but we have been working for approximately 2 months on making sure that the questions are accurate and relevant, just like the official SAT questions. So for that, we are we have been putting a lot of work into it. And when I say we, it's a one-man force. It's me. And I have been sleeping less than 5 hours a day in the last 3 to 4 weeks specifically. But I have also been trying to manage my college with it because my college started recently. That has been a huge thing for me, and I really want you all to try it. So to talk about why we are restarting. So just like I said, we really want the questions to be accurate and relevant, and like we want them to look exactly like the official SAT questions, because it needs to be accurate to be order in order to help students. So we first of all, I wanted to use all the free AI models to create those questions. We have a bank of 5,940 official SAT questions. Official, I mean, we got them from the official past papers, official past SAT papers from McElroy, an archive that's available online. Then we got a lot of questions from the official SAT question bank. We got some from the practice tests. So with that combined makes 5,940 official questions that we have. So we are going to feed that to the AI model. And then we are going to ask the AI model to generate questions, and then we are going to evaluate those questions before we publish them. So as I said, I wanted it to be free because I'm a student, and I'm a low finance student. I have almost no money, very few less money, and since I wanted it to be available online for free, I just wanted to cut on all costs. So I was using free AI models like Gemini 1.5 Flash, and other models like Grok's model, many AI models that we tried. I think we tried tens of them to actually, get the results that we want. But unfortunately, after trying them for like more than a month and testing all of them, comparing them, I came to the solution that free AI models won't have the ability to create the questions and the type of content that we want. So I spend my 2 months, pocket money to get buy credits on OpenRouter, and now we are switching to paid models. So when I was testing the paid models, I also tested approximately 47 paid models because first of all I had to consider cost. If it weren't about cost, I would have just chosen the most expensive Claude model available. But we couldn't do that because those things are very expensive. So I tested GPT 5.4, 5.6 Luna Pro, 5.6 Luna, DeepSeek V4, DeepSeek R1. We also tested GPT-4 or Mini GPT-4o. I resisted testing Claude because I already knew the token limit. But then we also tested Gemini again, the latest model is 3.1 Flash, and we came to a conclusion to use three different models at the same time to generate one question each, one by one. And we are going to generate the questions in three passes. So first of all, we are going to use DeepSeek V3 to generate the stem of the question, the basis of everything, and it's going to just lay the foundation of the question based on not randomly selected actually, but 5 to 6 selected questions from the question bank from that. We have also introduced the official Desmos calculator into that practice test because we want to make it as realistic as possible. And I think it's on the 99.9999% accurate accuracy level. It's on that boundary. It's nearly the same as the official SAT digital SAT question paper. So that's what we are trying to introduce in the second model. So now in the first model, we created all the questions. We did not create all the questions at once. It took like 3 to 4 days to create the question because I would run out of my free tier limits, and then I had to restart. I had to start from that same point again the second day after my limit was reset. But there was something that I made a mistake about, and that was I did not test the models. I just started creating all the 5,400 questions that I needed for 30 adaptive tests. So that was one of the mistakes that I made. And now, before moving on and spending all my money on questions that I was not sure about, I actually tested all of them. I would create 10 practice questions, based on from all the areas of the test, in order to see what the questions will look like. And now I have also created a full SAT a full SAT test that I'm analyzing, and I'm also using AI models like Gemini and ChatGPT to analyze the differences between them. So we can prompt the AI to change that specific thing or modify it further, or in order to make it as accurate as possible, or we might need to change the code to actually implement those changes. So that's I think what we have changed so far. So first of all, we have introduced the 3-pass thing. In the first pass, the first model, DeepSeek V3, will create the question stem. It will create the foundation. The second, it will for GPT-4o mini will independently solve the question and then compare its answer that it got with the answer that DeepSeek V3 created. And third, in the GPT-4o will actually polish the question further, and it will also create any JSON file of the requirements of any image that may be required by the question, and it will also check for the relevance to the it will also check that the question and the images are relevant and they're not just any image formed. Secondly, I think the most important thing is that we are switching to paid models. We are switching to models that we have tested, and all of the 3 models are reasoning models. So they are very beautiful. They are very great. They are very their accuracy rate is also high. And thirdly, we have introduced the Desmos calculator, the official API from Desmos. We are using the non-commercial API. So that's why, because we are not going to sell anything, we are just going to give it away for free. It's a personal project, community project. And third, I believe making just one of the biggest mistakes that I made in the first round was actually generating all the questions at once. We have not done that again. We just managed to end that mistake and erase it. And now, just like I told you, I have been testing like all the models in the past week or two. I have been testing all the paid models. OSS 120B was a model that I really liked at first, but then when I compared it with the DeepSeek V3 and for O Mini and for O, I found out that it was not as powerful. The first thing that I fell in love was OpenAI's GPT 5.6 Luna Pro, but it was very expensive. DeepSeek's R1 was also great, but it was expensive. DeepSeek's other models were not that good at reasoning. So we had a tough time deciding which models to choose, and then we came to for Omni and for O and DeepSeek V3. I believe I'm going to soon start the process of creating all the questions. There's still a little bit of analysis left. I'm still trying to polish the prompts further for the AI models, and I'm going to polish the code even further in order to increase the accuracy, because that's my goal: increase accuracy. That's all. The page official, the layout page is actually ready. I think it is very accurate. It looks very perfect. It looks very close to the official SAT practice question. It has a timer. It has the Desmos calculator, notes, highlights, higher options, and label options. All of those things, all of those beautiful things. But we just need the questions, and they will be available soon. If you want to access the test, the link will be available on my LinkedIn once I'm done creating the project. It will also be I will also share a link to my GitHub where you can access the code and everything. So that means you can just create your own. You can just take the code and use it for yourself, because it is going to be open source. And I believe that's it for now. I hope to see you guys soon before any other errors come in our way. If any other errors do come, I'll post another video of why I'm going to restart again. And if that happens, I think 10 times, I'll do it 10 times. If that happens 20 times, I'll do it 20 times until I'm 79 years old. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I hope you are as excited for the project as I am, because I'm so excited. I have my lunch and breakfast routine has kind of been a little disrupted by the project, because I do not want to leave until my brother forces me to. But that's it for now. See you guys soon. Stay connected, stay happy, stay blessed, and stay helpful. Thank you. And prepare for your SAT, for your August SAT. Thank you.